Good morning, students. So, today we are going to discuss the examples. Those are based on the theory that is VVT. Okay. So, you can see this is the first example. Okay. Cobalt ammonia 6 3 positive. This is the first example which is given to you. Okay. In the last video, I have given this example, so you can solve this example by self. Okay, but as maybe you have solved, but first of all I will discuss this example, then we will proceed to the next and all the examples one by one. Okay, so that the VVT should be more clear to you. So the first example which I am discussing here, that is the first example is cobalt ammonia 6 3 positive. If you have to make the IUPAC name of this compound, what it would be? Tetraamine cobalt 3. So this will be the name of the complex. So first of all, what is the atomic number of cobalt? That is 27. If 27 is the atomic number of cobalt, okay, so what will be the electronic configuration? 3d7 4s2. I am just writing which electronic configuration, the outer electronic configuration. Okay, now what will I do? I will make the orbital picture of the electronic configuration. Okay, so the orbital picture first of all. Okay, so here I am going to fill the electron. See, 1 2 3 4 5. How many are present? 7. So 6 7. Okay, now you can see this one also. This one, it will have 1 2. So this is the orbital picture. Okay, so this is 3d, this is 4s. Okay, now as you can see, your cobalt, that is present in which oxidation state? +3. So accordingly, cobalt in its +3 oxidation state, it will have the electronic configuration. The electronic configuration of cobalt in +3, the orbital picture we will make so that it will be more clear to you. Okay, so this will be 3d6 4s0. We will fill the electron here so that it will be more clear to you. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 2 electron will be removed from this one and 1 electron from this orbital, the second one. Okay, definitely the orbital which are paired, the electron will be removed from that one first instead of the electron that are present unpaired. Okay, first of all the outer orbital 1 2, then this one. So these electrons are removed here. So now you can see how many vacant orbital cobalt is having. 4s. Okay, then 4p could be lying over there. Okay, next will be the 4p orbital. Okay, these could be empty, or next will be the 4d orbital. After 3d, next will be the 4d orbital. So the chances of the cobalt, as how many ligands are present here? You can see how many ligands are present. 6 ligands are present. Okay, these are 6 ligands are present. So if 6 ligands are present, so according to VVT theory, we have to make available 6 empty orbitals so that 6 ligands can donate 6 pair of electron to the empty orbital. So based on that, we have to make available the orbitals. The first probability is that the outer orbital could be there. That will be 4d. Okay, but this is not so. These orbitals, the outer orbitals are not evolved. Okay, so what are the orbitals which are evolved? That will be the inner orbital in this case. Okay, so how the inner orbitals are evolved, that is our question. Okay, so when we will see the inner orbital, this will be the picture. 1 2 3 4 5. You can write here. Okay, you can write NH3 Okay, that is a strong ligand. That is a strong ligand. So if NH3 is a strong ligand, so what will happen? It will do the pairing in 3D. Okay, if it will do the pairing, so the actual electronic configuration will be like this. So this is the electronic configuration of this one. So you can see here, what is the observation, that ammonia is behaving as a strong ligand whenever, according to VBT, whenever the ligand is strong, then the pairing of electron will take place. As the pairing of electron will take place, so accordingly the orbitals, inner orbitals, they get vacant. As this electron will shifted here, this electron will shifted here, and this electron with this one. So accordingly 2 orbitals get vacant here. Now the orbitals, those are available, 2 3d orbital, 1 4s and 3p orbitals are present. So these orbitals will undergo what? They will undergo hybridization and result in the formation of the hybridization, that is D2sp3 hybridization. Okay, so this will be the hybridization. According to this hybridization, what will be the geometry of this complex? Okay, the geometry of the complex will be octahedral. Okay, the geometry of the complex will be octahedral. Okay, even you can make the orbital picture of this complex. I am going to make here because I have a space here. Okay, so cobalt, okay, NH3, 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 NH3. These 2 bonds should be with the more length, NH3, NH3. So you can see here it is having +3 oxidation state outside. So this will be the picture of this complex. Okay, hope so it would be clear. One more thing, if you have a question in your mind that why ammonia is behaving as a strong ligand, actually valence bond theory does not explain that why this will behave as a strong ligand. That's not explained. Okay, it is not explained by the ammonia. So that's why you have to learn as such in the VBT that which one is a stronger ligand, which is a weaker ligand. So accordingly NH3 is a strong ligand here. Okay, hope so it would be clear to you. The next example which I am going to discuss, that is this one, cobalt F6 3 negative. That is again hexafluoro. Okay, it will be hexafluoro cobaltate. It will be hexafluoro cobaltate 3. Okay, again I think I have spoken wrong here. I have spoken tetra. It will be hexaamine cobalt 3. Again here also it will be hexafluoro cobalt 3. Whenever you will calculate the oxidation state of cobalt here, that will be +3. Okay, if you will calculate. Now I am going to discuss this example. Okay, so the next example which I am going to discuss, that is, see the next example. Okay, the next example is cobalt F6 3 negative. Okay, so this is the example. Now again, cobalt, atomic number 27, 3d7, 4s2. Same thing, cobalt will be present in +3 oxidation state. So 3d6, 4s0. Okay, now you can see here what will be the orbital picture here. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, S will be as such. Okay, so accordingly you will fill the electron here. That will be 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is 3D. This will be 4s. 4s is vacant. Now the main question here you have to keep in mind. Okay, the question which you have to keep in mind, that is about fluorine. That is fluorine, which you name it here fluorido, है ना. So this is a which weak field ligand. Weak field ligand. So if it is a weak field ligand, that means what is the observation from here? If it is a weak field ligand, no pairing, no pairing of electron, no pairing. So definitely the inner orbital will not be available. So the orbital available, that will be the outer one. So accordingly, what will be the observation here? You can see 1 2 3 4 5 4s 4p, and next will be 4d. So accordingly, okay, I am going to fill the electron here. 1 2 1 1 1 1. This is 3d. 4s is totally vacant. 4p is vacant. 4d is vacant. So how many ligands are there? 6 ligands are there. So accordingly, how many orbitals should be vacant? 6. So accordingly, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. When you will make available these orbitals, these will be up to this. So hybridization will be sp3d2 hybridization. Okay, hope so it will be clear to you. The hybridization here will be sp3d2. Now if the hybridization is sp3d2, again the geometry will be what? Octahedral. The geometry will be remain same, octahedral, but the difference here, the orbital, the d orbital involved here is the outer one, whereas in the last complex which we have discussed here, there the d orbital involved, that is the inner one. You can see the difference. One more difference you can see here, the electrons are paired, that means the complex is diamagnetic. Okay, you have learned even in D block what is the meaning of diamagnetic, when all the electrons are paired. And you can see the difference here. Here the electrons are unpaired, so that's why it will be what? Paramagnetic. You can see the difference. Just happen the difference because of the difference of the ligand. Here the ligand is weak field, whereas in the last complex the ligand is strong field. Okay, why it is so? This is the limitation of VBT. We are, when we will end with this concept, we are going to discuss the limitation of VBT. So these are the limitations of VBT, that it does not explain why the complex will be inner, why it will be outer. It is not explained by the VBT, that why the orbitals involved will be d orbital, or why it will be inner, why it will be outer. ये नहीं उसने explain किया. Even in addition to that, VBT does not explain that why the complex, some complexes are having unpaired electron, why some are having paired electron. Okay, so based on that, some will be paramagnetic, some will be diamagnetic. So these are the limitations of the VBT. I am discussing side by side, so I don't think so we will require any separate lecture for limitations. Okay, so the next example I'm going to discuss, that will be this one, FeCN6 3 negative. Again this will be hexacyanoferrate. Why it will be ferrate? Because the complex is negatively charged, ferrate 3. So this will be the next example we are going to discuss. Okay, so the next example is, okay, see the third example, FCN6 3 negative. Hope so it will be clear to you. Again one more thing, see here, this is Cn negative cyano. Okay, this is a strong field ligand, strong field ligand. Okay, learn it. Cn is a strong field ligand. So based on that, first of all, same thing, what you will do, you will write the iron atomic number 26, 3d6, 4s2. Okay, this will be the electronic configuration. Accordingly, see 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this will be what? This is what? 3D. Okay, after that next will be 3d6, next will be 4s. 4s will be C, the next will be 4s, this will be what? 4s2. So this is the electronic configuration. But when you will calculate the oxidation state of iron, the iron is present in +3. Okay, iron is present in +3. So accordingly 2 electron will be removed from the outer orbital, that is 4s, 1 electron from the paired one. पेयर कौन है इसमें? ये फर्स्ट वन है. सो अकॉर्डिंगली द आयरन इज लेफ्ट विद द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन सी 2 3 4 5 and this will be 4s. 1 2 3 4 5 and this is the 4s, this is the 3d. So here you can see iron is having what electronic configuration? 3d5 4s. Okay, 4s is empty, 3d is half filled. Again I have told you that Cn is a strong filled ligand, so accordingly what will happen? The pairing will take place. So after pairing, okay, the next concept will be after pairing. आफ्टर पेयरिंग व्हाट विल हैपन? क्या होगा अब? 1 2 3 4 5 4s. ओके, सो द ऑब्जर्वेशंस व्हाट विल शो? दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन विल शिफ्टेड हेयर, ये यहाँ शिफ्ट हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ये यहाँ शिफ्ट हो जाएगा और ये इसके साथ यहाँ शिफ्ट हो जाएगा और ये वाला इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है दैट विल शिफ्ट हेयर. ओके, अकॉर्डिंगली. सो अकॉर्डिंगली वी विल गेट, सी वी विल गेट 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see here 3d5 4s. Next will be what? 4p. 4p. How many orbitals are required? 6. See, these are available. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the hybridization again will be here. What will be the hybridization? D2sp3. hybridization will be D2sp3. ओके, क्लियर है? हाइब्रिडाइजेशन हो जाएगी D2sp3 और ज्योमेट्री हो जाएगी ऑक्टाहेड्रल. बट वन मोर थिंग, द कॉम्प्लेक्स हेयर विल बी व्हाट? सी, मैग्नेटिक नेचर क्या होगा? क्योंकि एक अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इट विल बी पैरामैग्नेटिक. पैरामैग्नेटिक होगा. और क्योंकि इनर फील्ड, इनर डी ऑर्बिटल इन्वॉल्व हो रहे हैं, तो कॉम्प्लेक्स जो है वो लो स्पिन होगा. लो स्पिन तब बोलते हैं जब क्या है, कम अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन हो और जो डी ऑर्बिटल हो वो अंदर वाले इन्वॉल्व हो. अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन इवन ना हो तब भी उसको लो स्पिन नहीं बोलेंगे, अगर बहुत कम है तब भी उसको लो स्पिन बोलेंगे. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द एग्जाम्पल. नेक्स्ट वन, next example you can see, the next example is iron water 6 3 positive ion. Okay, so again the example we will discuss. Hope so this will be clear to you. Okay, as you can get the comparable question that one compound, जैसे ये है आपको आयरन CN6 गिवन हो बोर्ड में और दूसरा वाटर वाला गिवन हो और उनकी हाइब्रिडाइजेशन वगैरह, उनका मैग्नेटिक नेचर वगैरह सब कुछ आपको कंपेयर करना. यू कैन गेट दैट. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंगली आपको आना चाहिए सॉल्व करना. सो नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल आई एम टेकिंग हेयर आयरन वाटर 6 3 positive. सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल विच आई एम टेकिंग. ओके, अगेन वही वाली सारी चीज़ें. आयरन अब हो, सो अब तो आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा. आयरन में सीधे +3 में जा रही हूँ अभी मैं. हाँ, लेकिन वेन एवर यू विल सॉल्व आपको सारी चीज़ें स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलना है. इवन उसका थ्योरी भी आपको बना के लिखना पड़ेगा इफ़ यू वांट टू गेट द मार्क्स. ओके, लेकिन अभी मैं यहाँ पे टू द पॉइंट चल रही हूँ क्योंकि मैंने सारी चीज़ें पीछे डिस्कस की हैं लास्ट एग्जाम्पल्स में. सो आयरन +3 में होगा. जब आयरन +3 में होगा, so iron will have the oxidation state +3. so iron will be 1 2 3 4 5. okay, then 4s. then यहाँ पे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे वो होंगे 1 2 3 4 5. okay, this is what? 3d. this will be 4s. the next will be what? 4p. 4p में क्या होगा? 1 2 3. okay, now you can see here. okay, अब you can see here, first one thing we have to keep in mind, the water H2O. the water, what type of ligand it is? It is a weak field ligand. weak ligand, so definitely no pairing will be there. So the d orbital involved will be the outer one, so accordingly, as the d orbital will be the outer one, so accordingly the hybridization will be, see, this will be the hybridization, that will be sp3d2. okay, so this is what, 3d 4s 4p 4d, ठीक है. आफ्टर दैट 1 2 3 4 5. okay, so here you can see the orbitals involved will be the outer. Hybridization will be what, hybridization will be sp3d2. वही ज्योमेट्री जो रहेगी, यहाँ इसके सामने आयरन लिखना मत भूलना, ठीक है. सो अकॉर्डिंगली जो हाइब्रिडाइजेशन रहेगी वो आपकी रहेगी sp3d2, और जो ज्योमेट्री रहेगी वो रहेगी आपकी ऑक्टाहेड्रल. और यहाँ पे देखिए 5 अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है. सो जो आपका कॉम्प्लेक्स है, एक तो वो हाई स्पिन है क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है. इवन जो ऑर्बिटल इन्वॉल्व हो रहे हैं डी वाले, वो कौन से हो रहे हैं, आउटर ऑर्बिटल हो रहे हैं. तो यही कुछ लिमिटेशंस थी बीबीटी की, कि वो एक्सप्लेन तो कर रही थी स्ट्रक्चर्स को, लेकिन वो ये नहीं बता पा रही थी कि वो वीक फील्ड लाइगेंड क्यों ले रहे हैं, किसी को वो स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लाइगेंड क्यों ले रहे हैं, इसके पीछे का कंसेप्ट क्या था, वो चीज़ें बीबीटी क्लियरली नहीं बता पाई, ठीक है. जिसकी वजह से बीबीटी को हमें क्या करना पड़ा, हमें उसके आगे एक नई थ्योरी जो आई है, दैट विल बी क्रिस्टल फील्ड थ्योरी, वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है, इसके बाद बीबीटी के बाद नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. So the next example will be there. Next example is nickel Cn4 2 negative tetra cyanonickelate 2. okay, so this will be the next example, nickel Cn4 2 negative. Now first of all, again nickel 28 एटॉमिक नंबर होता है, 3d8 4s2. सो अकॉर्डिंगली ड्रॉ द ऑर्बिटल पिक्चर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 1 2 3 4 5 4s. सो अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल फिल द इलेक्ट्रॉन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. सी 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, one more will be there, 8. okay, so this will be the electrons here, 3d8 4s2, है ना. अब निकल आपकी यहाँ पे जब व्हेन यू विल कैलकुलेट द ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, आपको निकल यहाँ भी मिलेगा विच ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में, +2 में. अगर निकल +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में आएगा, सो उसके अकॉर्डिंग आएगा हमारे पास 3d8 4s0, ये पिक्चर आएगा. अब जो आपका सायानाइड है वो एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लिगेंड है, ठीक है. ये आपको मैंने पीछे भी बताया था, Cn जो है पिछली एग्जांपल हमने की है, ये एक कौन सा लाइगेंड है, स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइगेंड है. इफ़ सायानाइड इज़ अ स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइगेंड, सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट व्हाट यू कैन कंक्लूड. ओके, क्या कह सकते हैं आप, पेयरिंग होगी. सो अब लिखिए निकल +2 2 3 4 5 s. ओके, नेक्स्ट विल बी 4p. आपको how many orbitals are required, 4 orbitals are required. so here the pairing will take place 1 2 3 4. ये 6 ऑलरेडी पेयर्ड थे, एक पेयरिंग और हो जाएगी, ठीक है. हाउ मेनी आर रिक्वायर्ड, यू रिक्वायर 4. सो सी 1d 1s and how many p could be used here, 2. so accordingly see hybridization will be here dsp2 hybridization. Why this is so, because cyanide is a strong ligand, it will do the pairing, so this d orbital get vacant, so accordingly we have got this hybridization dsp2. whenever the hybridization is dsp2, the geometry will be square planar. okay, the geometry will be square planar. the geometry square planar कैसे बनती है, सी निकल. okay, this will be the square planar complex. This is what, square planar geometry. okay, one more thing, again the d orbital involved, that is inner, and this complex is diamagnetic. why this is low spin diamagnetic, because the electrons are paired here. okay, so these are the few characteristics which you have to explain. The next example that is here, that is nickel. okay, next example I think fluorine is here, fluoride. okay, so next is chloride 2 negative ion. okay, so that is, So the next example is nickel Cl4 2 negative. As you can see this example, so based on, so this is the example. So based on that, again nickel will be in 28 oxidation state, so 3d8 4s2, so everything is will be same, but the difference here will be the Cl. Okay, chloride, see this one, this is what, so you can see chloride here is a weak ligand, here cyanide is a strong ligand. So based on that, when you will calculate the hybridization of this, I am leaving this on to you. Hope so you will calculate, it will be sp3, and that is the geometry will be tetrahedral. Okay, so this will be the concept here. Again this is a limitation that VVT have not explained that why this will be a square planar complex, why inner d orbital is involved here. Some, whenever the ligand number 4 is present, why some are square planar, why some are tetrahedral, why there is a difference between of hybridization, the dsp2 or sp3. So these are the limitations of VVT. Okay, that VVT has just given the qualitative explanation. Okay, so these are the limitations of VVT. I have discussed one more limitation which I want to discuss with you, that is a structure of a compound. Okay, that we will. So the structure of the compound is, you can see the structure that first of all the example, copper ammonia 4, okay, 2 positive ion. So this is the complex. Now here you can see copper that is having atomic number 29. Okay, so it will be 3d10 4s1. This will be the electronic configuration of copper. I am going to represent it. When we will represent 1 2 3 4 5 and 4s, so accordingly this will be what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and this one, so this is what, 3d10 4s1. So this will be the electronic configuration of copper. If this is the electronic configuration of copper, after copper losing 2 electron, copper will remain as 3d9 4s0. So if copper is 3d9 4s0, so see, so it will have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and here 3d9 4s0, and 4p would be vacant. Now according to the concept, as although ammonia is a strong ligand, but as all orbitals are already paired, so here no pairing will be take place. So the hybridization could be sp3. Okay, this is a limitation. This is a limitation of VVT. Okay, this is another limitation. Others I have discussed with the video. This is again a one more limitation which I am discussing here. So the hybridization could be sp3, but what is there when X-ray studies were done of regarding this structure? Okay, X-ray studies were done. Okay, so what is revealed over there? The actual structure of the complex is square planar. Actual structure of the complex is square planar. If the structure could be square planar, definitely the hybridization either could be dsp2 or sp2d. But how it is possible, as none of the d orbital, inner d orbital is vacant? Two probability could be there. First is that कि क्या हो, एक 4s 2p और ये ऑर्बिटल ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया जाए और एक बाहर वाला 4d इन्वॉल्व हो, जैसे लाइक दिस, ऐसे 4s 4p 4d, that this orbital is left as such, and these two, and then this is left. Okay, then this is counted. So accordingly the hybridization could be sp2d, so the geometry could be square planar, but this is not so. It is never possible. How it could be possible that one orbital is left vacant? Another chances could be there that this electron gets shifted for some time to the d orbital, this d orbital. Okay, either the p orbital, this electron gets shifted to one of the 4p, then this is used. But how a one electron will go to that much high energy level, that will gain that much energy and remain there for a long time? It is not possible. So this is another limitation of VVT, that VVT is not explained, or we can say could not explain that why this complex is having a square planar geometry and a dsp2 or sp2 hybridization could be there. Why it is so, that is not explained by VVT. So this is all the concept about VVT. Hope so that will be clear to you. We are left with only the last concept, that will be the crystal field theory, that will be uploaded in the next 2 videos. Okay, as 2 videos are required. First the splitting of the d orbital, that you should be clear with that. Then we will discuss the main concept that will be based on the CFT. Okay, thank you.